These carbon bucket seats are incredible, but after 12,000 miles, are they worth it or are they just an Instagram spec? Welcome back to the channel, guys. So if you're new here, this channel is all about getting the most out of my G82, and it is currently 10 degrees below freezing here in Chicago. I'm finally going to talk about one of the most common topics that I get in my DMs, and that is the BMW carbon bucket seats. I put 12,000 miles on the car so far, so this is not a first impression video, but let's get to it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about three things. Number one, durability. Number two, comfort as a daily. And number three, as a bonus, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to keep these seats looking brand new. Starting with durability, the carbon shell itself still looks flawless with zero visible imperfections. The leather along the sides of the headrest honestly still looks brand new. For maintenance, I simply wipe the carbon down with a microfiber towel about once a month to keep the dust from building up. The gloss carbon weave is absolutely beautiful in person. Even along the outer sides of the carbon shell, the condition is immaculate. The carbon insert in the center of the seat shows no scuffing, and the surrounding leather has no cracks or wear lines at all. Moving down to the bolsters, if you looked at these without knowing the mileage, you'd probably think this car is barely driven. With 12,000 miles on the seats, I'd honestly rate the bolster condition a 10 out of 10. You will notice a little pitting in the center seat area. That's normal wear and tear, and realistically, it's almost impossible to avoid over time. The passenger seat is in excellent shape as well. There's even less pitting in the center since it sees less use. Both headrests are in perfect condition, and the stitching across the seats is still flawless. Overall, I'm genuinely impressed with how well these carbon bucket seats have held up over 12,000 miles. It is way too cold outside, guys, so for the rest of the video, I'm probably speaking from inside the car. But in terms of comfort, these seats are definitely firmer than the standard seats that come with the G80s and G82s. But surprisingly, I find the carbon buckets to be extremely comfortable. When it comes to the standard seats, I feel like I'm kind of sliding around all over the place. I'm slouching down, or I'm just not positioned properly. But with the carbon buckets, I always feel like my back's got the proper support. So I drove the tail of the Dragon in Tennessee, 8 hours there, 8 hours back, and I thought these seats were great. I had no back pain. All these things that people are complaining about online, I don't know if they've actually driven the car with carbon buckets. These seats as a daily, they definitely feel much better. Are they worth it? If driving engagement, personal feel, and interior presence matter to you, then yes, they are absolutely worth it. As a bonus, I'm going to give you guys a few tips on how I keep these seats looking brand new. So the first thing, entry and exit go a long way on the condition of your bolsters. I'm going to show you guys how I exit and enter the car, but before I get to that, I'm going to show you guys a little tip on what to do with these memory setting buttons. So what you're going to want to do is utilize both the number 1 and number 2 driver setting profiles. I have number 1 set to exactly my preference in terms of the mirrors, how I want my seat adjusted. I save that as 1. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to open the door, move your seat back all the way. At this point, your mirror is already set, so nothing else is going to change, but you're going to set that to number 2. Now I have the seat in the most rear position. I'm just gonna go back to 1 right now. After you park the car, you're just gonna open the door, hit number 2 because you've already set this as the furthest setting on the seat. Once the seat is back, hand on the steering wheel, you're gonna grab the sill. Just gonna get out just like that. And to get back in, reverse order, the seat's already in its furthest position. Drive up, grab the steering wheel, ledge, and you're in without touching the bolsters. Other than that, guys, a few common habits that you should develop. The first thing is never keep your phone in your pockets. Always keep that on the side. That goes for your wallet and your keys as well. You do not want anything from your pockets rubbing up on these bolsters, causing dents or just scratching them up, things of that nature. Be very careful with jackets that have zippers and such. Tell your wife, your girlfriend, whoever, don't just toss their purse on top of the seat. Just clean your seats with a quick detailer. I use the Chemical Guys one once a month. Vacuum your car, that's super important. Just enjoy the car. These are seats that were meant to be driven in. You guys are gonna love it. Final verdict, after 12,000 miles, the carbon buckets definitely elevate the driving experience and they still look great. So if I had to build this car all over again, I would, without hesitation, spec the carbon buckets on the build. If you guys found this video to be helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop me a comment, and let me know, would you guys spec these seats on your build? I will see you guys on the next video.